now we're back on YouTube. So if you usually listen on YouTube and you're on MixLR right now, you can switch back over to YouTube. We're here. The score is 7-2. The Mauldin Mavericks lead with about 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Shooting a three, it's no good. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker lost control, but now Nick Williams has it. Williams to the right hand, spins away from Lavorne. Shots blocked. Rebounded by TL Hanna. It's been White with it. Now Patterson. Patterson behind the back. Crosses over right hand through the lane. Kicks it out in the corner. Blocked by Drake Downs. It almost went in, but Drake Downs got the rebound. Up ahead for Tucker. Tucker goes up with the right hand. This layup is good. Tucker has 4 on a nice pass from Drake Downs. Here's James Lavorne from TL Hanna. Tucker's on him. Lavorne calls a play. Uses the screen to the right. Tucker beats him to the spot. Here is Walker. Zach Walker traveled. Or excuse me, double dribble. That's the second double dribble call on Zach Walker. And he will get checked out. Daniel Stratford checks in for the Mavericks for Nick Williams. And then Luke Neal checks in for TL Hanna. And Zach Walker takes a seat. Here's Jay Cooper. Now Drake Downs. Now here's Stratford. Now Tucker. Tucker uses a screen from Cooper, driving right. Tucker driving left, kicks it out to Cooper. Cooper pump fakes and drives left. Keith goes up, and they're going to hit an offensive foul. Which is really weird because Aquarius Patterson didn't try to sell the charge at all. And that's 2 fouls on Jay Cooper.
That was a pretty weak charge call right there. I don't know about that one, but Hanna going really small. James Lavorne, honestly, the second biggest player on the court right now. And I mean,
he'll pull a 3, Lavorne. It's somehow not in, and a foul is on Luke Neal. Or excuse me, on Cooper. And that will be 3 fouls on Jay Cooper. So they'll have to check in Nick Williams. And Jay Cooper will have to take an extended rest here. 3 personal fouls with 2 minutes and 37 seconds left in the first quarter.
Jay Cooper's an incredible player, but his one downfall is he fouls too much. And there's a prime example. 3 fouls in the first quarter. He probably won't be able to play the rest of the half.
The inbounder's Lavorne. Gets it into Whitting. Whitting goes up. Layup's no good. Rebounded Tucker. Tucker on the 2-on-2 with Drake Downs. Crosses over to the right hand, and he's fouled. That foul is going to be on Ben White. Ben White, a very good defender. You might remember at the end of the first match between these two teams, he was the one who would play defense on Tucker, especially down the stretch. Checking into the game, it's going to be Dre Burris. Stepping out, it's Marcus Whitting. Caleb Bird, the inbounder for the Mavericks. Gets it into Tucker in the corner. Here's Caleb Bird on the wing. Now Nick Williams up top. Here's Stratford in the corner. He'll pull a 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Drake Downs. Downs passes to Tucker. Tucker couldn't control it, but now he does. He's going to spin away, stepping down the baseline. Driving left through the lane. A nice pass. Finds a wide open Daniel Stratford for 2 points. Terrific pass by Jamison Tucker. Here's James Lavorne now for TL Hanna. Calls his play. Holding 2 fingers up. A double screen. He'll go right. In the corner, Burris. Burris driving left, kicks it out to Luke Neal. Now here's Ben White. White driving left on the screen, picks up his dribble, kicks it out to Patterson. Patterson driving right on Downs. He goes up. It's blocked by Downs, but he fouled him. Made the basket. He'll shoot another free throw.
Yeah, and just a great move there from Patterson. I mean, he's really a good, I guess you'd call it sidekick in Lavorne's case. He can play out wide. He can play the perimeter, throw some shots up, drive. He can also play down low. He's big for his size. It's just it's hard to play bigger than you are against a guy like Drake Downs, but he did right there.
One free throw here for Jaquarius Patterson. Averages 6.5 points per game on the season. First one's up. It's no good. Owens rebounds. Hands off to Tucker. Tucker in transition. Passes to Williams. Williams crosses over to the right. Passes to Tucker. Tucker drives. Stops. Picks up his dribble, kicks it out to Williams. Owens working in the post. Here's Williams. Kicks it out to Stratford in the corner. Stratford drives baseline. Stolen away by Patterson. 2-on-2. Tucker picks him up. Patterson all the way to the baseline. It's airballed. Rebounded by Burris. He missed it. Rebounded by Luke Neal. Now here's Ben White to the lane. Kicks it out to in the corner. Burris. Dre Burris for three. It's splash. 11-7 is the score. And Coach McClain calls a timeout with a minute left in this first quarter. First 3 points for Dre Burris. Lavorne only has 2, which is good for the Mavericks, but they only have 11. They're capable of much more at this point.
I don't really know what happened there. I mean, I believe it's Reddick Owens. I don't know that for 100% sure. I believe it was Reddick Owens had the ball corralled, and he basically just got clocked by Ben White and lost the ball, and Hanna picked it up and was able to make the 3. I don't know how there wasn't a foul right there, but I'm not a referee for a reason. I'll admit that.
TL Hanna coming with a light full court press. Caleb Burton will bring it up here from Mauldin. Ben White's guarding him. Caleb Bird crossing the timeline now. Hands off to Tucker. Tucker drives right. An illegal screen is going to be called on Reddick Owens. His feet were never really set when he made contact with the defender, which is not legal. Another turnover for the Mavericks here. First foul on Reddick Owens. 5th team foul in the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 4 with 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Lavorne. Rejects the screen, driving left. Fell but regained possession. Luke Neal traveled. Shoved with his feet before he put the ball on the ground. So it will be Mauldin ball. 41.5 seconds left in the first quarter. Tucker will inbound to Caleb Bird. Ben White has him full court. Caleb Bird gets it across now. Spins away. Uses a screen from Tucker. Caleb Bird to the lane. His floater, a pass to Owens. Owens goes up. He's fouled. Didn't make a shot, but he'll get 2 free throws.
That was a great play there from Caleb Bird. Nice crossover to get the space, and then unselfish play to dump it off to Reddick Owens. Reddick Owens draws the foul, and he'll get 2 free throws. He's proven himself to be a pretty solid free throw shooter over these past couple of weeks.
Clock stopped at 28.6. Owens' free throw is no good. We'll get a second one.
I mean, it doesn't matter what I say about free throws. I always end up jinxing them.
Second free throw here by Owens. It's also no good. Rebounded by Nick Williams and a jump ball. TL Hanna has the possession there.
Still, I mean, a really good hustle play. Great athletic play there from Nick Williams to grab the ball. And ends up being a good play by Patterson to get his hands on it as well and force the jump ball to go Hanna's way.
Here's Patterson. Now Ben White. White driving right. Kicks it out to Neal. They tried to get it to Lavorne, but Tucker had really good off-ball defense. 5 seconds left. Here's Burris. Burris with 3. 2 step back at the buzzer. It's splash. And at the end of the first quarter, Mauldin leads 11-10.
I mean, that's where you just got to step back and tip your cap. That was great defense by Daniel Shafford. Matched every movement, had a hand in the face, but what a shot from D. Burris there to end the quarter.
He's had 2 threes, and they've both been nice step backs like that. And those are the last 6 points that TL Hanna has scored, and that's why they only trail by 1.
Yeah, I mean, only a 1-point lead. It feels like it should be a lot more. The way Mauldin's playing, it should be a lot more. But give credit to Hanna. They're not going away. I mean, Mauldin's just they're outplaying them in every way. They're just finding a way to stay in this game. I mean, Mauldin's using their size great. James Lavorne only has 2 points in the first quarter. That's always an achievement.
We got a score update from Columbia. Ridgeview leads Blythewood by 2 with 2 minutes left in the game.
Started early?
Yep.
That's a huge game from Mauldin's perspective. Ridgeview can pull that off. It doesn't knock Blythewood 100% out of the playoffs yet, does it?
Correct.
It'll still come down to Northwestern's last game.
Correct.
But it'll take, I mean, if Blythewood wins that game, they're in for sure. We'd love to see Northwestern instead of Blythewood in the first round.
Inbound pass to Caleb Bird back underway here. Here's Caleb Bird up top, driving right. Floaters up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Bird. He'll go up. Rebounded by Downs. Downs goes up. Contact made the basket, no foul. Mauldin gained a 3-point lead. Here's James Lavorne for TL Hanna. Tucker picks him up. Lavorne driving right through the lane. Pick up his dribble, kick it out to Patterson. Now here's Trevor Pittman. Pittman shoots a deep three. It's good. If you need any indication as to how good Trevor Pittman is, he played with Bryce McGowan's, and Trevor Pittman is 2 years younger than Bryce McGowan's, and they play on the same AAU team. That just shows how good Pittman is. Here's Tucker. David Shear's in for the Mavericks. Stratford pulls a three from the wing. It's no good, and tipped out of bounds by Dre Burris.
Yeah, and almost stolen away by Hanna. Drake Down saw David Shearer wide open, tried to kick it out. Great play, though, from, I believe it was Jakeem Witcher to knock it away, but Mauldin was able to keep possession, and now they get them down.
Here's Tucker for Bird in the corner, and they're going to have an illegal screen. I believe it's on David Shearer. It will be the first personal foul on David Shearer. Off-ball foul.
David Shearer might be the definition of an up-and-down player. He's only scored in 2 games this year, and they were 13 and 15 against, what was it, Seneca and Hillcrest?
He also does have the one game with 2 points.
That's right. I forgot about that.
But other than that, you were right. It's either 13, 5, 2, or 0. Pittman with the floater, it's good. And TL Hanna has the first lead of the night. Here's Tucker for Mauldin. He'll use a screen from Shearer. Now here's David Shearer off the screen. Tipped away by Patterson out of bounds. Mauldin ball. Will Kirian will check in. Caleb Bird steps out.
Will Kirian seeing his first minutes in the second quarter. It's a little interesting that David Shearer hit the floor before Will Kirian did.
Inbound pass to Drake Downs. Here's Stratford. Here's Shearer in the corner. He'll pull that three. It's splashed. David Shearer 3 points in the game, and Mauldin regains their lead this time only by 1. Here's James Lavorne for TL Hanna. Tucker's on him. Calls for a screen, goes right. Behind the back dribble to the left. A step back, pulls a three. It's good.
And
that is James Lavorne in a nutshell.
That's James Lavorne being one of the best players in the state and the best player in the region.
Here's David Shearer in the corner. Back out to Kirian. Kirian. Jab step, drives left to the lane, goes up. Shot's blocked. Drake Downs gets it. He goes up, and his layup's good. Mauldin ties the game at 18 with 5:50 left in the second quarter. Here's Lavorne, calls his play. Double screen, he'll go left. Lavorne all the way, kicks it out wide. Driving to the lane, and a traveling violation on Jaheim Witcher. That's got to be about 4 traveling violations on TL Hanna tonight.
Yeah, these referees are calling it tight. You can see the difference between the travel violations on Hanna and on Mauldin.
Inbound pass to Tucker. They'll bring it up. 5:39 left in the second quarter. The score is 18-18. He'll use a screen going right. Here is Tucker. Tucker kicks it out to Kieran in the corner. Back out to Tucker. Tucker steps back. Gets some separation. Now the ref is counting. Here's Tucker. Tucker through the lane. Kicks it out wide. Shearer. Shearer pulls a three. It's no good. Rebounded by James Lavorne. Lavorne with the left hand. Kicks it out wide to Pittman. Trevor Pittman driving left. Set back. Passes it off to Witcher. Kicks it out for a wide open Patterson. His foot was on the line, but he missed the shot anyway. Downs gets the rebound. Ahead for Tucker. Back to Downs. Downs spins and a charging call. James Lavorne got him. And that's 2 fouls on Drake Downs.
I think both players are kind of falling away when that happened. I don't think Drake Downs really initiated that. That was a pretty tight call.
We'll have to go small here. Nick Williams is the center. Drake Downs has 2. Jay Cooper has 3.
The thing is, Mauldin small is most teams big.
Well, Mauldin small is still bigger than TL Hanna's, whatever they got going on right now. Here's Trevor Pittman. He'll use a screen driving left. Pittman, step back, pulls a 3. It's good defense by Kirian. Shot's no good. Tipped out of bounds by TL Hanna. Mauldin ball. Good defense by Will Kirian right there. David Shear will inbound it to Tucker. Tucker passes it up to Kirian. Kirian gets it across. Here's Tucker. He'll use the screen from Stratford, driving right. Tucker gets a switch. Pittman's on him. Through the lane, he'll go up. And a blocking foul. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's the right call right there. Jaquarius Patterson was never set before he made contact with Tucker. Tucker will shoot 2 free throws. Already has 4 in the game. Leading scorer for Mavericks tonight. First one's up, and it's good. Caleb Bird will check in for Will Kirian. So now the 5 on the floor for Mauldin is Williams, Shearer, Bird, Tucker, and Stratford. Tucker's second free throw is no good. Patterson clears it to Pittman. Now here's Lavorne. Tucker gets back on him. Lavorne driving left. Going to go up. His layup's good. Lavorne has 7 in the game. TL Hanna has 20, and they lead by 1. Here's Tucker. Tucker driving right. They're going to have a blocking foul on Lavorne. Lavorne's trying to show Tucker left the whole game. Lavorne has 2 personal fouls. It's on the floor, though. Reddick Owens checks in for David Shearer. It's 1-and-1 free throws here for Tucker. Already has 5 in the game. Free throw is good. We'll get a second one. And Reddick Owens and Jaheim Witcher were a little bit confused right there. They thought it was just 1 shot. They started running down the court. Now they have a laugh about it. Tucker's second free throw here is also good. Tucker now has 7 in the game. Here's James Lavorne. Jadavian Young waiting to check in. Here's Pittman. Caleb Bird guarding him. He'll use a screen to the right. Bird gets him out there. Trevor Pittman crosses over, kicks it out to Patterson. Patterson couldn't catch it cleanly, but now he has it. Here's Lavorne through the lane. Floater is up. It's no good. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker in transition. A 1-on-4, but he'll go anyway to the right hand. Had it stripped away. Lavorne has it now. Lavorne to the right hand. He'll go up for a layup.
Maybe the best player in the region, but he can't dunk.
He cannot dunk. Or else we would have saw it right there. TL Hanna now leads 22-21, 3 minutes left. Here's Williams on the wing. Caleb Bird for Tucker. Owens is posting up. Still with Tucker. Here's Caleb Bird. 3 minutes left. Here's Bird to Nick Williams. Now Tucker. Now Owens. Stratford up top. Owens in the corner. He'll drive to the lane. Kicks it out for Williams, who cut, but it's regained by Bird, and he went over and back. His back right foot, when it planted, it stepped over the line. So it's a turnover. TL Hanna now has the ball. As Jadavian Young checks in for Nick Williams.
And Reddick Owens just trying to do a little bit too much there. It was a good move to beat the guy, but either just go up with the shot or pass it off straight away. There's no reason to try and kick it out as you're in the middle of the air in that situation.
Trevor Pittman brings it up for TL Hanna. Passes it out wide to Burris. Will Kirian win and check in for the Mavericks. Here's Patterson. Now James Lavorne on the wing. Pulls a 3 with Lavorne. It's good. James Lavorne has 12 in a game. Now here's Caleb Bird from Mauldin. TL Hanna leads by 4. Here's Caleb Bird. Bird dribbled it off the foot of his defender, Burris. Will Kirian checks in for Daniel Stratford. Both James Tucker and James Lavorne have played this whole game, and they've guarded each other the whole game. Here is Tucker. Double screen. He goes right towards Owens. He's going to pull a jumper from the mid-range. It's no good. Gets his own rebound. He'll go up with a floater. It's good. Tucker now has 9 in the game. Here's Pittman. Pittman driving left. He'll use a screen all the way to the basket towards the baseline. Spins away to the wing. Good defense by Caleb Bird. Here's James Lavorne at midcourt near the volleyball line. Lavorn calls everyone away, and they'll pull a deep three. It's no good. Tucker gets the rebound. Tucker in a 2-on-2 with Kieran. He'll dribble it out. Now he'll Euro step, tipped away, but he got the rebound. Here's Kieran. Kieran picks up his dribble, passes it to Owens. It's tipped away. Witcher has it. Witcher all the way to the basket. It's blocked by Bird with 2 hands, but they call it a foul. I'm not so sure if that was a foul. It just seemed like Witcher leaned into Bird.
It was on Reddick.
It was on Reddick Owens, they say. He has 2.
The block was clean. I thought they called that on Bird at first as well. The block was clean. Reddick fouled.
Witcher gets 2 free throws. The first one's no good.
Well, ball don't lie.
James Lavorn checks out, which is something you don't see very often.
Yeah,
Ben White comes in. Maybe that sub was because James Lavorn shot a 3-pointer from the volleyball midline.
Probably had something to do with that.
Second free throw also no good. Rebounded by Owens. Owens had tipped away. It was good press by Trevor Pittman. Mauldin looking for a foul. No call. Tucker will inbound it.
This is Mauldin's chance to get the lead back and try and stretch it right before halftime. I assume he's not going to get back on the floor before halftime.
A minute 10 left, second quarter. It's 25-23. TL Hanna leads by 2. Here's Jalavian Young. In the post, it's stolen away. Ben White has it now. White. Now here's Pittman. He'll pull a deep 3. That is good. That's an NBA range 3 and more. That was about 5 feet behind the NBA 3-point line. Here is Tucker from the Mavericks, who trail by 5. Tucker through the lane. His left-handed layup is good. And Tucker is starting to take over for the Mavericks, and that's something we haven't seen in quite some time.
Right there.
He has
11. Jamison Tucker.
Here's Pittman. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Dre Burris carrying on him. Now here's Pittman. Now Witcher. He'll pull a 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Caleb Bird. Bird with 20 seconds left. Bird through the lane. His left-handed layup is no good. Somehow did not fall. Hit every part of the rim. 10 seconds left. Dre Burris has it. He'll pull a 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Pittman. Stolen by Bird. A scramble on the ground, and we got a jump ball. It will be Mauldin ball with TL Hanna ball with 1.9 seconds left. So they'll have to go for something catch and shoot. So they bring in James Lavorn, take out Ben White. And TL Hanna leads by 3. They have the ball with 1.9 left. They bring in George Ford. Tucker steps out so he doesn't pick up a personal foul on Lavorn.
George Ford
just shadowing. Pick up Lavorn.
Ford just shadowing Lavorn right before the inbound, not letting him get the ball.
They get it to him, and he gets a 3 at the buzzer. It's no good.
Clock started late there. Way late.
It ends up not really mattering very much because at the end of the second half, TL Hanna leads 28.
Yeah, and I mean, for Mauldin to go into half not having the lead, that's really disappointing. I mean, Mauldin outplayed TL Hanna that half. The only reason they don't have the lead is because TL Hanna's pulling up and hitting ridiculous threes.
Yeah, they really are. Some of those shots are not really going to fall. For Lavorn, it might, but for Pittman and for Burris, they will not fall as much. But if Tucker plays like he did in that first half, he plays like that in the second half, Mauldin will get the victory. You would assume if Tucker plays like that, there's not a whole lot of teams that can stop him. We'll go with some stats here at the end of the first half. Daniel Stratford has 2. Tucker has 11. Jay Cooper has 3. Drake Downs has 5. David Shearer has 3. Switching over to TL Hanna. D. Burris has 6. Trevor Pittman has 8. James Lavorn has 12. And Jaquarius Patterson has 2.
Yeah, and I mean, the big story right now, Jay Cooper really struggling with fouls. Reddick Owen's going to get some very important minutes coming down the stretch. I assume Jay Cooper to get work back in midway through the third quarter, but if he picks up another foul, he won't be able to play again until pretty much late fourth quarter. So Cooper's got to be very careful whenever he does get back out there. He's only got 2 fouls to work with. But, I mean, if Mauldin can just they're playing good defense. If James Lavorne and Trevor Pittman and Burris or D Burris are if they're pulling up from NBA three pointers and hitting them, you tip your cap. You let them have those, but they keep playing defense down low and right on the edge of the perimeter like they have been. I mean, they're in a good spot to win this game.
All right, so we got a final score from Blythewood and Ridgeview won by 2. Blythewood had 2 good looks at layups at the buzzer. Julian Phillips missed one, and I don't know the other person who missed one, but they missed 2 layups at the end. And that could be the difference in them making the playoffs or not. 4-star Julian Phillips missing a layup at the end of the game. You don't see that a whole lot. We'll make sure to keep an eye out on some of the other games.
Yeah, another game
they go on.
Another game to keep an eye out. Won't affect Mauldin quite as much. Maybe later in the playoffs. Burns and Riverside playing for the final playoff spot out of Region 2. That'll be
find
a big one to pay attention to. If you can't find a score on it, I'll check. What's his face? The guy from Spartanburg. He'll probably be at that game.
I don't have it.
Jed Blackwell. Jed Blackwell is at the Woodruff game. That doesn't help me too much.
Why? No one cares about that.
Never mind. I don't know where he's at. I don't think he's at a game, which is really underwhelming. Garrett Mitchell is at the Woodruff game. Is there anybody else from Spartanburg that could be live tweeting it?
I don't know. I'm looking. Oh, at halftime, Burns leads by 2. That was 15 minutes ago.
It's going to be a very interesting game coming down the stretch. A very big game, as I said, playing for the final playoff spot out of Region 2 between Burns and Riverside. Burns, I mean, they were one of the favorites to compete for state. I mean, there's Mauldin, obviously, and then you got Dorman, you got Ridgeview, you got Burns, you got Blythewood. And then Riverside's really shown up the second half of this season. Yeah. That's 6 teams. And even you can talk about Gaffney. They're not up there on that same level.
Well, they think they are.
They think they are, but
they're not.
They are winning their region. And that's a lot for Gaffney, so you can't blame them. But that's 5 teams that all could very well win the state championship just out of Upper State. And then you got Dutch Fork. I mean, there's not really many other teams lower state.
You just got Dutch Fork.
You got Dutch Fork out of lower state. That's 6 different teams that have a very good shot at winning state. Whereas you look at football, it's Dutch Fork. Nobody else is ever going to win the state championship out of football this year. You look at baseball, it's who is it in baseball?
Look. Holy Dutch Fork.
That's what I'm thinking, but it feels too easy.
Somerville, Boiling Springs. Somerville, Boiling Springs, Lexington, Blythewood, River Bluff, Dorman, Hillcrest, St. James, Wando, Mauldin, J.O. Man.
But I mean,
top 10.
It's one of those. It's going to be such a fun. It's going to be so entertaining coming down the stretch for basketball because really almost any team in the upper state bracket could be playing in the upper state championship.
Well, that's the beauty of only having 2 teams per region make it.
For sure.
But the bad part about that is you're going to have a really good team lose in the first round. And you might have 2 really good teams lose in the first round.
I mean, you could think if Blythewood still ends up making the playoffs if Northwestern wins. I mean, 2 teams out of the playoffs, Blythewood might not even make the playoffs. And they're one of the best teams. They coming into the year, they were one of the favorites to win state, along with us, Ridgeview, and Dorman.
Yeah.
And, I mean, even then, if they make the playoffs, they're playing us. That's one of the 2 favorites from the beginning of the year to win state.
It's not easy
out right away.
Not easy, especially considering how they beat us the first time. It's not going to be that easy this time.
Yeah, but I mean, one of the hardest things to do in sports is to go back-to-back, whether that be state championships or region championships or just single one-off games. It's very difficult to go back-to-back because then you got that target on your back, and I mean, that's a hard thing to overcome.
For example, sadly, my Saints and the Buccaneers this year. Saints beat them twice in the regular season, and then the Buccaneers whooped them in the playoffs.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'll even go. I know you don't like this, but I'm gonna go to a golf reference. For anybody who keeps up with college golf, Oklahoma State had a team full of 3 now PGA Tour winners on the same team. That they couldn't go back to back. It's just a different. It's different when you've got that target on your back. Everybody's building to beat you. Even if you have the best team, everybody's building and strategizing to beat you, not to beat anybody else, but to beat you. That's what makes it so difficult.
Indeed, the 2 teams now back onto the court, getting ready for the start of the second half. Hopefully we'll see more of Drake down to Jake Cooper this half, and we'll see if they can stay out of foul trouble.
And just another shout out if you're just now tuning in or you didn't already know. Mauldin was finally took a region championship out of basketball. We've had plenty of teams that were capable of doing it.
I wouldn't say plenty. Maybe 2
in the past couple of years, and really right after Kevin Garnett, we had some teams that were that could have done it. But I mean, it's been such a long drought. I mean, now if it was since 1994, if you didn't already know. I guess now the drought to break is football. Haven't won one since 1974. Bit of a bigger one. 20 years.
Yeah. But 20 years more in total. What is that, like 47? Yeah. 47 years?
Yeah.
Well, we're 46 right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I mean, what was it, our freshman year? 4 years ago? Yeah, our freshman year. We were in. We had a chance of beating Hillcrest for the second game. Would have won region. Weren't able to pull that off.
That was terrible.
Wasn't able to pull off any Hillcrest game while we've been in high school. Depressing fact. But we've had our chances. But hopefully, while Landon or at least Peter are in high school, they can see Mauldin beat Hillcrest, first of all, and then win a region championship.
Yeah, did you see Deuce made the Cam Newton 7-on-7 team?
I saw that. That's huge.
Cool.
That's huge for Mr. Deuce.
I don't really know how that works, but we'll be soon, Dan.
I'm assuming you have to apply for it because if it's just
you have to try out.
Okay, that's what I figured. Because if it's just the best overall, Jaden would be on there too. But yeah, that's huge for Mr. Deuce. Obviously, plays his basketball over at Legacy Academy. Attends Legacy Academy since they don't have a football team. He and us have the privilege of him playing for Mauldin. Just a great guy to be around, a great athlete. It's going to be fun watching him play on Saturdays in 2 years' time. But for now, congratulations for Deuce getting some national exposure playing in the Cam Newton 7-on-7.
Nick Williams will inbound to get back underway here. They get into Caleb Bird. Bird gets it across the timeline. Here's Williams. Mauldin, their starting lineup right now. Here's Cooper, top of the key. Gets in the Downs. Downs goes to work in the post. Spins to the basket. His layup's good. Drake Downs now has 6 in the game. Here's Lavorne for TL Hanna. Now here's Whitting. Now Trevor Pittman. Pittman driving right. Crosses over, pulls a 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Nick Williams. Williams brings it up now. Williams to the left hand through the lane. Kicks it out to Tucker. Tucker pulling a corner 3. It's good. Tucker with 14 points.
Jamison.
And that is already more than he's had in the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games.
Jeez. He's definitely one to take things personally, and I'm assuming he took that loss against Hanna personally.
Lavorne misses a 3. Williams gets the rebound, and they might as well just give the ball to Tucker and get out the way. Caleb Bird pump fakes, passes out to Williams. Caleb Bird in the corner. To the lane with the right hand. It's no good. An over-the-back foul on Jay Cooper, and he has 4.
That's 4 for Cooper, so we won't be able to see him. Are they not going to sub him off? Nah, here it goes. He's getting subbed off for Reddick Owens, so we won't be able to see him until pretty much the late 4th quarter. That's a huge loss.
If they bring him back in at all. Mauldin now leads by 2. Owens, as you said, checks in for Cooper. Pittman will bring the ball up for TL Hanna. 6:35 left 3rd quarter. Here's Pittman. Off ball is Burris. A high pass, but Burris controls it, gets it into Patterson. Back out Burris. Williams on him. Burris driving left. He is a lefty. Here's Witcher. Witcher spin to the left hand, and he traveled. Took 3 steps on the spin, which is something you cannot do. That's probably about the 5th or the 6th traveling violation on TL Hanna tonight.
Which
that is a lot.
But 5-0 run to start the 3rd quarter for the Mavericks. Exactly what they needed out of halftime.
Give the ball to Jamison. They do. Here he is. He drives right using a screen from Drake. Gets a switch on him. He's going to step up and pull a 3. It's no good. That was a heat check. But Williams gets the rebound, and his left-handed layup is good. Perfectly okay with that shot from Tucker right there on the heat check. Here's Lavorne. Calls for ISO. Now calls for a screen. It's a double one going left. Good defense by Tucker. They kick it out to Witcher. He pulls the 3. It's airballed, rebounded by Nick Williams. Here's Caleb Bird. 4 on 3 in the corner. Tucker. Mid-range jumper. It's no good. Rebounded by Williams. He almost put that one home. Unfortunately did not. They'll bring it up now. TL Hanna with Burris. Now here's Witcher up top and Trevor Pittman. Pittman driving right off a screen. A jump ball. Good defense by Nick Williams. Possession error will stay with TL Hanna. Luke Neal will check in for Jaheim Witcher. 5:21 left 3rd quarter. Mauldin leads by 4. They get it into Patterson. Now here's Luke Neal for Pittman. Pittman uses a screen driving right. Pittman pulls a 3 free throw line. It should be a jumper free throw line, rebounded by Tucker. Tucker brings it up here for the Mavericks. Driving right using a screen from Drake. You get it across to Caleb Bird. Bird pump fakes and then dribbles out through the lane, kicks in the corner. Williams driving. He'll pull up from mid-range. It's no good. Rebounded by Reddick. Reddick goes to work. Right-handed shot's blocked. Williams gets the rebound. He goes up. He's fouled. It's no good. They'll shoot 2 free throws. Good work by Reddick Owens and Nick Williams getting active on the offensive glass.
And that's Mauldin using their size to their advantage, just crashing the offensive glass. Nick Williams, he's only the 3rd biggest player on the floor for the Mavericks, but he's bigger than anybody that Hanna has out on the floor.
Luke Neal now has 2 personal fouls. The first free throw is no good by Nick Williams. Williams has 2 in the game. Checking into the game for TL Hanna is Marcus Whitting. Taking his seat, Dre Burris. Williams will get the 2nd free throw. Clock stopped at 4:49. Nick Williams' 2nd free throw is good. That one was a little bit lucky. It hit the rim twice and the backboard once, but it eventually falls, and Mauldin has a 3-point lead. Trevor Pittman brings it up for TL Hanna. Here's Lavorne. He'll pump fake. Jab step, then drives his left. Gets some separation, pulls a jumper, and that is just beautiful basketball by James Lavorne. It wasn't even bad defense by Tucker. It was just really 3 inches of room is really all James Lavorne needs, and that's all he got. And well, he made Tucker pay for 3 inches.
The thing about James Lavorne, he's got 14 points. Jamison Tucker hasn't given him an open look all night. He has earned every point he scored. He's being forced to take hood shots falling away. He's being taken to he's been forced to take deep threes with a hand in his face. He's taking all kinds of nasty shots. Good thing for Mauldin, he's not hitting all of them like he usually does. But they're just forcing him to take the tough shots, and it's working so far. And that's why Mauldin's got a 3-point lead.
So Mauldin now leads by 3. That was a 30-second timeout. Got about 15 seconds left in it. And back to the point on James Lavorne, he's like surprisingly quick. You wouldn't look. This is not meant to be racist because he's white, but you wouldn't look at him and think that he's as quick as he is. But it's just like he moves his whole body in a way that he was like trained to do that.
When you think of the quicker, again, I mean, I'm bringing race into it. I probably don't need to. When you think of the quicker white guys, you think of them to be taller and lanky. But that's not Lavorne. He's not tall for what he does. He's not lanky. He's built, but he's so quick.
You wouldn't look at him and think basketball player, but he is definitely a basketball player. Scramble on offense. Drake Downs now has it. Now here's Owens. At the Tucker, they reset. 4 minutes left. Tucker driving left. It's tipped away by Whitting. Here's Marcus Whitting. Stolen away by Stratford. Stratford brings it up now, crossing the timeline into Owens. It's tipped away, but Stratford gets it back. Stratford through the lane, kicks it out to Tucker. Downs posting up. Now here's Stratford in the corner. They're trying to find Downs, but they never really did. Tucker through the lane. A free throw line jumper is good. Tucker has 16 in the game. And Tucker and Lavorne are going at it right now. And that is what you want to see if you're a basketball fan. Two best players on these teams. Two best players on the court. Here's Whitting. He's going to stop and pull a jumper. It's no good. Rebounded by Caleb Bird up ahead to Tucker. Tucker goes up with the right-handed layup. It's good. He might have got away with the walk. Oh, it's also kind of got away with the foul. But we'll take the favor from the refs right now. And Mauldin has a 7-point lead. Double screen. Lavorne goes left. He'll pull a three. Excuse me, that was a pass. He jumped and then passed. Driving to the basket's Whitting. Kicks it out. Trevor Pittman in the corner. It's no good. Rebounded by Drake. Drake ahead for Tucker. Tucker to the right hand. Nasty by Tucker. And he has 18 points. Jamison Tucker is feeling himself.
Yes,
he does have 20. I was a little bit behind. Tucker has 20. Owens will check out. Nick Williams checks in.
That was an NBA level Euro right there. That is, that is body control.
Guess what? Tucker only needs 5 more points to get to 900 career points right now.
That was the gold standard for body control.
25
right
points, Jamison will have 900 career points. So we'll keep an eye on that one here. Here's Lavorne driving right. Step back a couple times. Good defense by Tucker. Lavorne off a screen. Here's Pittman up top. He'll pull a three. It's good.
You can't leave Trevor Pittman with that. Just a miscommunication on defense left Trevor Pittman wide open. You can't do that.
Here's Tucker. They call ISO. Now they'll call a screen from Drake Downs. Tucker going left. Tucker, mid-range jumper. He is hot. Jamison Tucker is hot. 897 career points for Jamison Tucker. Here's Ben White, driving right. Crosses over to the left hand. Good defense, Stratford. Good help, Williams. And that should be an over the back. And they're actually going to let it roll all the way to the end line. And Mauldin will have the ball under their own basket with an 8-point lead.
We've been wanting to see it for a long time. This is Mauldin basketball at its best. When Jamison Tucker is doing what he's doing right now, that is when Mauldin basketball is at its best.
Inbound to Downs. Now here's Tucker. Tucker driving left to the lane. And he got a blocking foul on Lavorne. Tucker looks to be all right, and that's 3 fouls on James Lavorne. A really awkward fall, but it looks like Tucker is all right. He's limping slightly, but now at the step to the side.
This isn't what you want to see.
It's good that he's walking, but he'll head straight to the trainers. It looks like it might have been his right ankle got turned a little bit.
That sucks to see.
That really does suck to see. We hope he'll be back, but it also would be kind of smart if they just rest him here. Here's Drake Downs out for Caleb Byrne. In the corner, Stratford off a screen. He'll pull a three. It's airballed. Tipped out of bounds. It's Mauldin ball. It was good challenging there by Nick Williams. They're actually checking out his left ankle. He already had a brace on there, so we'll have to take it off. Take a sock off for the trainer to take a look at it. Here's Drake Downs. Downs driving baseline. He'll go up with the right hand. It's no good. Gets another rebound, and he goes up, and it's good. Drake Downs has 10 in the game, and Mauldin has a 10-point lead. Here's Lavorne. George Ford's on him. Good defense by Ford. Lavorn has to back away, calls for a screen to the left. Good defense again by Ford. Lavorn to the basket, and 1. Or I think they're going to call on the floor. Fouls on George Ford. It was super aggressive defense by Ford. That's what you want, though. You'd rather James Lavorn driving into help defense than pulling a 3.
For sure.
The inbounder will be Lavorn. It's the first foul on George Ford.
And main thing I've noticed, J.D. Young and Will Kirian not getting as many minutes as they usually do.
That was great defense by Nick Williams. Stole the ball and then saved it before he landed out of bounds by throwing it off of Aquarius Patterson. Mauldin ball now a 10-point lead. 1 minute left in the third quarter. And it looks like they're just retaping Jameson Tucker's left ankle right now. Ben White with some good defense on Caleb Bird. Bird to the lane, hop step, he's fouled. And 1! You can count that basket, and Caleb Bird will shoot a free throw.
And that's the thing. That's the beauty. Jameson takes over the game. He's doing whatever he wants. Takes an unfortunate ankle injury, and then everybody else just steps up. I mean, Drake Downs had a couple big points in there, and then Caleb Bird with the and 1 converted.
They get into Lavorn and then back to Pittman. 50 seconds left, third quarter. Here's
Mauldin winning the quarter 21-5.
Wow. Here's Lavorn, Ford on him. Lavorn pulling up from mid-range. It's no good. Downs gets a rebound. Downs to Williams. Williams crosses over left hand. A nice layup's no good. Tipped to the bounce. TL Hanna ball.
Did the ref just say red?
They usually say red when the team's wearing orange, just because it's easier to say quickly.
Fair enough.
Red is quicker than orange.
Yeah, but I don't like being associated with red.
Well, you don't really have a choice. You're not the referee. Downs gets the inbound pass. 25 seconds left. Here's Caleb Bird on the wing. He'll steady out, and Mauldin might hold it for 1 shot. Downs sets a screen for Bird. Bird driving right. Had it stolen away by Patterson. Here's Ben White. White with 10 seconds left. Mauldin doubles. Here's Pittman. Pittman with 5, 4. Pittman to the lane. That should be a charge, but it's not. It's a blocking foul on Nick Williams. Clock stopped at 2.4 seconds left. I'm not so sure about that one. It looks like Williams was standing there waiting on him. Trevor Pittman will shoot 2 free throws with 2 seconds left.
Referee just saying Williams was leaning back before he took the contact. Can't see it too well from over here, but that's his justification.
Tucker has returned to the bench and he's putting his shoe back on, and he asked Coach McLean to put him back in. Not going back in yet, but we might see him start off the fourth quarter. Pittman makes the first one. We'll get another one. 2.4 seconds left. This lead is now 12. Pittman misses the second. It's rebounded by Williams. And that will be the end of the third quarter. Score is 46-36. And we'll get you some stats right here. A huge third quarter from the Mauldin Mavericks. Stratford has 2. Nick Williams has 3. Caleb Bird has 3. Tucker has 22. Drake Downs has 9. David Shearer has 3. Tucker scored 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13 in that quarter. 13 in that quarter is more than he scored in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of his last 14 games. He's had less points than what he had in that third quarter. Dare I say Tucker is back.
We have not seen that Jameson Tucker since the Burns away game last year when he dropped, 36? Isn't that when he hit the buzzer-beating game winner?
Yeah. I mean, we saw him earlier in this year where he was good. Remember, he had 26 against Seneca.
Yeah, he started the year out really strong with 20 against Boiling Springs and 26 against Seneca. But just hasn't I mean, hasn't been able to recapture that, but we really haven't seen a performance like this from Jamison Tucker since the Burns game last year.
Well, no, that Burns game was 2 years ago. That was sophomore year. When he hit the buzzer beater?
Oh, I'm thinking about when he dropped like 36 last year against Burns.
Something like that. That is a block. That is a block, obviously. You cannot argue that one. That is an obvious block on Jaquarius Patterson. He was never set.
It's hard to talk about his games against Burns because he's had so many ridiculous points.
It's hard to think. It's really hard to keep track of it because almost every game against Burns he plays, he goes off. Nick Williams will shoot 2 free throws. There's 2 personal fouls now on Patterson. First free throw by Williams is good. Tucker is back into the game now, so the 5 on the floor for the Mavericks is Cooper with 4 fouls, Nick Williams, Caleb Bird, Daniel Stratford, and Jameson Tucker. Second free throw by Williams is also good. He now has 6 in the game. LeVorn brings it up for the Mavericks. For the Yellow Jackets. He crossed the timeline using a screen from Pittman. As more of a slip screen. Here's LeVorn. Kicks it out wide to Witcher. Witcher driving right, using a screen from Patterson. Up top here, LeVorn. LeVorn stepped back to the lane, to the right hand. He was fouled by Daniel Stratford, and that's a good foul. Make him earn it from the line. 2 free throws is a lot better than an easy, wide-open layup. First personal foul on Daniel Stratford. James LeVorn will shoot 2. First free throw good by LeVorn. Score is now 48-35. James LeVorn has 15 in the game. Second free throw by LeVorn is also good. Now has 16 and leads 12. Here's Tucker. Tucker, you're a step to the right-handed layup. It's good. And Tucker is absolutely cooking right now. Here's LeVorn. Tucker guarding him. LeVorn to the left hand, kicks it out wide to a wide-open winning. I think Daniel Stratford fell asleep right there. Mauldin going quickly off the made basket. Here's Bird. Bird, a bit too good of a pass. I don't think Nick Williams was expecting it. Mauldin calls the timeout. They lead by 12. It's 50-38. Tucker with 24. 899 career points for him right now. Just needs the one to cross the 900.
Yeah, I mean, how many possible games do we have over the playoffs?
Well, you got the one game next week against Spartanburg, and then you would have the first round, second round.
4 possible games?
4, I think.
So he has 5 possible games left. Say he crosses the 900 mark tonight. He's got 5 games to score, so he's got to average 25 points a game if we get the maximum number of games to hit the 1,000 career point mark.
I mean,
it's doable if he plays like this.
It's doable, but I wouldn't say it's likely.
Yeah, I mean, and that's if we make it to the state championship. Yeah. We've got to make it to the state championship for that to even be possible.
I mean, if he takes over like this, and our bigs stay out of foul trouble.
The thing is, when Jamison Tucker's playing like that, it's so hard to beat Mauldin because then you've got to hyper focus on him because when he's scoring at his highest capability, he's one of the best players in the state. It forces you to hyper focus on him. It opens up to Daniel Stratford and Nick Williams, Caleb Birds, Jay Coopers, Drake Downs, you name it.
You can just say everyone. It opens up everyone else. Here's LeVorn. He's going to pass it off to Patterson. Back to LeVorn. Pulls a 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker brings it up. He'll slow it down just a bit. LeVorn's guarding him. Tucker behind the back. Mid-range from the free throw line. It's good. Tucker, 901 career points, and he's not done yet tonight. Here's LeVorn. Tucker guarding him. Screen to the left. Stolen by Tucker. But I believe he stepped out before he could save it. He did. Good effort, though, by Tucker. Was he now? Did he have 26, Landon? 26? Yeah. Drake Downs checks in for Daniel Stratford.
Take that shot. Take that offensive play on the pass possession from Jamison Tucker. Replace it with anybody in the state you want. It won't look out of place.
It was heavily contested.
And the behind the back to even get to that point. You can replace him with anybody you want. He won't look out of place.
Got a reach-in foul right there on Nick Williams. Not in 1-1 yet. Remember, James Tucker's career high is 32, so he needs 6 points in 6.5 minutes to get there. And if
Way he's
he's
playing
making
right now.
shots like that,
Way he's
he
playing
will
right
be
now, he
there.
can have 12 points in 6.5 minutes.
hey, I take that. I would take that for sure. Inbound pass to Lavorne, back underway here. Using a screen to the right. Tucker gets him out there. Here's Witcher. Witcher driving right. Lavorne in the corner pulls a 3. Tucker contests. It's no good. Rebounded by Cooper. Cooper passed off to Tucker. I just say everyone get out of the way and let Tucker cook. They don't. They pass to Williams. Williams back out to Tucker. Tucker driving left. Pump fakes a floater. It's no good off the glass. He gets the rebound, and they're going to get a jump ball. It's TL Hanna ball.
How can it be a jump ball if
I don't
neither
really think
player had
either-
possession?
I'm not sure if either team had possession, but 2 players laying on it. Tucker apologizes to Coach McClain for the average shot. 5 minutes 45 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Thing is,
Lavorne
that
brings
was
it
about
up.
as stupid a shot you can take, and he still almost made it.
Here's Witcher. Witcher spins to the right hand, spins back to the left hand. You got a reach in foul there on Nick Williams. I believe he's going to have 3. Three fouls on Nick Williams. 5:35 left, fourth quarter. Inbound pass to Lavorne. Using a screen to the right. Lavorne to the basket. And that floater is pretty. Caleb Bird brings it up now for the Mavericks. They send Tucker off ball. Trevor Pittman's guarding him. Here's Caleb Bird still with it. In the corner, Tucker. Tucker had it stolen away. Here's Patterson. Patterson. It's blocked by Nick Williams. Up ahead for Drake Downs. Downs. In and out dribble. Kicks it out to Williams. Williams. Layup. Offense and defense by Nick Williams. And Mauldin leads by 14.
That, I mean, the hustle. I saw him. He was at the corner on the offensive end. Got poked away. Full sprint down the other end.
He blocked
blocked
the shot, hit the mat, and then came all the way down for a layup.
Sprinted down the other end. I mean, that is the kind of play you pull up in the film room. Nick Williams is going to watch it. He's going to be blushing. That is coach's dream right there. Sprinting on both ends to get the block and then get the points.
And
Look at that smile.
You can see
at that
Coach
smile.
Owens telling him that he just did what he's supposed to do, and Nick Williams is smiling. And that's what you want to see. You want to see your players having fun because that's ultimately when they play their best. When they're enjoying the game, that's when their true talents come out. Daniel Stratford checked in for Tucker. 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They inbound to Lavorne. Lavorne brings it up. Daniel Stratford's guarding him. Lavorne to the right hand, crosses over, steps back, still crossing over, trying to drive, kicks it out for Witcher. Witcher pulls a wide open 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Caleb Bird. Bird brings it up. They got Downs wide open on the block. He's going to be fouled before he could go up. Here, foul is going to be on Witcher. He has 3. Drake Downs will not be shooting. One more team foul. Should be 2 more team fouls needed on TL Hanna for 1-1. TL Hanna will be shooting free throws, and that'll be foul here on out.
Smart foul there from Witcher. If he didn't foul, Drake Downs going to have a 2-hand slam.
Stratford gets the pass with a couple tips. Here's Nick Williams up top near the halfway line. Williams crosses over. Here's Caleb Bird. Bird crosses over, and they're going to say, I believe it's a 5-second call.
5 second.
Caleb Bird never got separation from Burris.
Was he not driving? I mean, I thought he had to be standing still to pick up a 5 second.
He could be moving. Lavorne gets the inbound pass. Daniel Stratford's guarding him. Lavorne driving left, kicks it out. Pulling a 3 is Ethan Young, but it's no good. Rebounded by Caleb Bird. Now here's Nick Williams. Williams might have gotten away with the travel. Here's Caleb Bird up top. Bird using a screen from Downs. Here's Downs to the free throw line. He's going to face up. And then a bad pass stolen away by Patterson. But then when Patterson tried to pass to Burris never gained control. And the ball went flying into the Mauldin bench. It's Mauldin's ball with 3:59 left in the fourth quarter. Stratford inbounds to Caleb Bird in the backcourt. Now Caleb Bird will cross the timeline. They pass it off to Drake Downs. Here's Caleb Bird for three. It's no good. Tipped into the hands of Lavorne. Lavorne brings it up 3-on-3. Crossing over to the right hand. And one. Nick Williams fouled him. Nick Williams has 4. Shot was made by James Lavorne. And Tucker will check back in for Nick Williams. Lavorne now has 18 in the game, and he'll shoot a free throw. Checking into the game for TL Hanna, Jaheim Witcher. Ethan Youngblood takes a seat. 1 free throw here for Lavorne. It's good. Off the front of the rim. Drake Downs inbounds to the Caleb Bird. Bird gets across the timeline now. Stratford's open on the wing, but they elect to take some time off. Now here is Stratford. Lavorne back on him. Hands off to Tucker. Tucker sits back. Passes it into Caleb Bird. Bird goes up off the glass. It's no good. Rebounded by Caleb Bird. He goes up. He's fouled. Shot's no good, but he'll shoot 2 free throws here. That foul is on D. Burris. He has 1. Ethan Youngblood will check into the game here for TL Hanna. Caleb Bird shoots 2 free throws. First one is up. It's no good off the front of the rim. Here comes Youngblood. Second free throw by Bird is good. He now has 4 in the game. Lavorne brings it up here for TL Hanna. He'll drive right, kick it out to Youngblood. He pulls a 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker brings it up. D. Burris is on him. Tucker crosses over to the left hand, kicks it out to Caleb Bird. 3 minutes left. Here's Tucker. Tucker now finds Downs, and Downs was fouled before he could start working in the post. Fouls on Ethan Youngblood. He has 1. But 1-and-1 free throws here for Drake Downs. Drake Downs has 10 in the game. Although good job in this fourth quarter by Jay Cooper not picking up the 5th foul. He's gone the whole quarter playing without picking up a foul. First free throw is good by Drake Downs. So TL Hanna will bring the ball up now off the 1-and-1. Pulling a 3 is Lavorne. It's no good. Rebounded by Cooper. Cooper passes it up to Tucker with 2:40 left. Tucker dribbled off his own foot and out of bounds.
Jameson Tucker got checked off to get a little breather, and just hasn't been the same Jameson Tucker since. Maybe just needs to play tired at all times.
Here's D. Burris off a couple screens, driving left, kicks it out to Youngblood. Tucker denies the pass to Lavorne. Here's Pittman up top, driving right off a screen, steps out, pulling a 3. Patterson out the pick and pop. It's no good. Rebounded by Jay Cooper. They pass it to Stratford. Stratford brings it up. Stratford to the lane, kicks it out to Bird. Bird into Downs. Downs goes up and 1. Made the layup, and he was fouled, and he'll shoot a free throw. Nice pass there by Caleb Bird off the drive that fouls on Youngblood. He now has 2. And Mauldin leads by 12 with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 14. Pinning this free throw from Drake Downs, who has 12. That would be a lane violation, but Drake Downs made it anyway, so it doesn't matter. 58-43 with 2 minutes left. Here's Pittman. Hands off to Burris. Burris driving left off a screen. Pulling a 3 is Pittman. It's no good. Strong rebound by Drake Downs. Downs brings it up. Downs had it stolen away by Youngblood. Pittman ahead for Patterson. Lavorne. Lavorne goes up. Layup is good through some contact. No foul. TL Hanna cuts the lead to 13. Tucker brings it up with 1:30 left. Gets past Pittman. Passes it out to Caleb Bird. And Pittman fouls Bird, who will shoot 1-and-1 free throws.
Yeah, and I mean, going back to a couple of sessions, Drake Downs bringing the ball up, that's just really, I mean, not what you want to see. He got the rebound, didn't have an immediate pass, but just hold it for a second. Somebody will come to you. Just out of control coming out the floor. He's not bad with the ball in his hands, but you don't want him bringing it out the whole floor for you, especially when TL Hanna pressures the guy bringing up the ball so heavily.
First free throw by Bird is no good. Downs rebounds it, and Downs goes up for 2.
That is what you want Drake Downs doing.
Lavorne brings it up, drives left through the lane. It's tipped by Cooper off the hand of Lavorne. Mauldin ball. Good defense by Drake Downs. Mauldin leads by 15 with 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Jaheim Witcher checks in. Ethan Youngblood checks out. Inbound pass to Caleb Bird. Bird will go left, gets away from the double team. Here's Stratford. Now Cooper. Cooper had tipped away. They're going to get a foul on Jaquarius Patterson. And Jay Cooper will shoot 1-and-1 free throws.
No argument there. You can't push
He'll
him
shoot
out of
2
bounds.
free throws. They're now in the double bonus. Cooper's free throw is good. Second free throw is also good by Jay Cooper. With 1:36 seconds in the Riverside Burns game, Riverside leads by 10. Three's no good by Burris. Pittman gets the rebound. He'll go up with a floater. It's good. So if you miss that, Riverside leads by 10 against Burns with 1.5 left in the fourth quarter.
And if Riverside can finish that game off, that's going to mean Burns does not make the playoffs. I mean, tell us that 2 months ago, we would have called you crazy. I mean, tell us that late November after the Impact Sports Invitational, we would have never believed that. But it's 1.5 away from happening. And, I mean, tell us after the South Carolina Prep Hoops Showcase that Blythewood might not make the playoffs. I mean, that's 2 of our, 4 losses?
They should have like an NIT, like for high school.
If you think about it.
They should have that.
They should. But if you think about it, not one of our losses are going to make the playoffs unless Man beats Woodmont and Hannah gets in. I mean, you can't, because Legacy you can't count. They're technically not in the playoffs.
Yeah, you're right. Full court press here from TL Hanna. They double Bird. Tucker will run the court. Pittman deflected the pass to Bird. They're going to have to send Drake Downs to help out. They're leaving Tucker alone on the inbound. This time he can't move. And that is just a mental error by Tucker. He can't move. You can only move on the inbound after a made shot. But because that pass was out of bounds, he couldn't move, but he moved. So it's TL Hanna ball under their own basket with 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The inbounder is James Lavorne. Passes it into Burris. Burris spins out. He'll pull a 3. Air ball rebounded by Tucker with 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They pass it to Downs. Now here's Cooper. Back to Downs. Downs with the left hand. It's missed. Rebounded by TL Hanna. Lavorne has it with 30 seconds left. Lavorne pass to Pittman. Pittman, mid-range jumper. It's good. TL Hanna cuts it to 13, and TL Hanna will call a timeout.
As soon as TL Hanna calls that timeout, you can hear all the groans coming from the Mauldin crowd.
They just want to get home.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it is. There's 24 seconds left. You're losing by 13. Just let the game finish. I get if there's like 10 seconds and you've got the ball and you want to draw up a play and have them run it just for the experience. I get that. But especially with the fact that you're probably getting knocked out, that your season's probably ending as soon as this clock runs out,
I mean, unless they're fouling here, Mauldin's just going to dribble the ball out, so it really means nothing.
Exactly.
If they
And if
foul,
they're
just
fouling,
give the ball
that's
to
even
Tucker.
worse.
Give the ball to Tucker, because then which more points for him?
Well, there is no Tucker.
Well, I don't know then. Get it in. They get into Drake Downs. Downs dribbling it up. Crossing the timeline. Stolen away by Lavorne. Up ahead to Witcher. Witcher to the right hand. It's missed. Stratford rebounds with 10. And they got a foul on Pittman, so Daniel Stratford will shoot 2 shots.
I mean, just don't call that. What difference does it make? I mean, what difference does it make if you don't call that? Let him dribble out the game. That's what he wants to do.
Stratford will shoot 2 free throws here. Makes the first. He has 3 in the game. He misses the second. It's rebounded by Bird. Bird dribbles it out. Bird spins away from Pittman. And Pittman fouled him. And Caleb Bird will shoot 2 more free throws.
Same thing. I mean, you got to call it there because you poked the ball away and clearly fouled. But what's Sherrod Pittman doing? It's 5 seconds. What's the difference? Let him finish the game.
Just stat padding now for Mauldin. Caleb Bird misses the first free throw. I thought that was some weird spin on that. It looked in, but it rimmed out. Caleb Bird will get the second one, though. And he makes that one. He now has 5 points in the game. 5.2 seconds left. They get it into Lavorne. Lavorne, a floater at the buzzer is no good. And that will be the end of the game. Mauldin finishes their region season with a victory, and they finish with a record of 7-1. Final score, 64-49. We'll see if we got a final score anywhere else. Final score from Riverside, they win by 12, and that means Riverside is in the playoffs.
Wow. That's
Now we'll look for Woodmont.
nothing from Neesmith?
No, he's not there.
Dang.
They are playing Ren. I thought they were playing Man tonight. They're
Really?
playing. They're playing Ren. That's weird.
Aren't Woodmont in? They're already above.
No.
Were they already above Hamilton?
No, they were
If Hannah
on a tiebreaker.
loses,
Hannah lost.
or excuse me, if Man beats Woodmont, they're all tied in region record.
Yeah,
But
they played.
The
They played
head-to-head
next Friday.
chances. If Woodmont loses to Man, they're all tied on region record. The head-to-head will cancel out, so it's going to come out to points for which Hannah wins by a long shot. So if Woodmont, basically this game meant nothing. It all came down to Woodmont and Man anyway.
So that's gonna do it here for us. Final stats tally.
Hey,
Tucker at what?
we got one more thing.
What?
Player of the game.
Jameson.
I think it's really obvious. He had 28 points. He had 28?
Yeah.
So that is his season high. I thought he had 26. I guess I was miscounting. 903 career points
Yeah,
for Tucker. 28 tonight, his career high. I mean,
I-
not career high, excuse me, season high.
I've never agreed. I always try and throw in a second one, but I feel like this is the one case where
Is that Bryce?
it's perfectly okay to go ahead and agree.
That's Bryce.
We've got, the same player of the game in this situation. It's easily Jameson Tucker. That's one of the best performances.
Maybe
we've seen
Tucker
here
showed
in a
up
long time.
because he saw Bryce McGowan's here.
Could be. Remember, he crossed him against the Legacy game, and the Legacy game. You can't cross someone. They show up to your game and then play like crap. That's a law.
Surprise. Anything else you want to add, or we're going to wrap it up?
I'm done.
All right, so that will wrap it up here for us. Thank you all for tuning in. Next game, Tuesday, we'll travel to Spartanburg and Spartanburg Christian Academy. A really good team. They've beaten some tough teams. They beat Gaffney by 20, beat Riverside by 20. So we'll see what
Beat
they
Seneca.
bring.
Beat Seneca preseason.
Seneca.
Yeah, still Seneca.
That will do it for Andrew Baxley, Ben Coggins, Brendan Bress, and Landon Myers. Thank you all for tuning in to us tonight. Have a good weekend. We'll see you Tuesday.